enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Setaria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
I teleport. Another priority must complete before reporting. நடந்தே போணுமா அப்பாவிகளா
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Setaria managed to distract all the guards.
ஓகே வந்தாச்சு
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
The triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Celebrate by
For your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no! What should we do? These are all just regular people!
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
Okay.
You mean... Oh, right!
Scenario.
Was he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
சத்தம் வருது. கட்சின்னு வேற. நான் மேலே போட்டேன். டைமிங் தான் மிஸ் ஆயிடுது. இழுக்கிறான் அவன். ஓ, கிராப் பண்றான். ரைட். ஒன்று அதுவும் காமன் செஸ் தானே, வழக்கம் போல. ஓய் செத்துறாத. ஆடாப்பா செத்துறான். அவசரப்பட்டு குடிச்சிட்டேன். காந்தர்வா வயல் தானே, போயிடலாம். எல்லாம் ஒன்றா வர மாட்டேங்க. தண்ணி இப்போ நீ மாட்டினி அங்கே இருவான். அட தண்ணியில் விழுந்து வெறுப்பேற்றிக்கிட்டு. இருக்குது. அப்போ பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
This is order. Futile. A well-deserved find.
We'll need a strategy.
Hold it right there. A
Ariba.
blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
The outcast? An outcast from the academia? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get them!
கெட்டம்மா.
You're up, traveler!
Germinate!
இவன் மறக்காம போட்டுறான்.
Surrender! Propagate! Nowhere to run! Through me, justice is served!
கிராப் பண்ணுறான் எல்லாரையும். ஓ மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
Guilty!
இங்கடா ஓடி நான் வந்து
Order guide you. Stabilize! Scatter! Futile!
Allow me! It isn't over yet! Here comes
ஓ
reinforcements!
ரீன்ஃபோர்ஸ்மெண்ட்ஸா?
Spring forth! Surrender! Judgment is upon you.
வந்துச்சா இல்லையா? அது சும்மா காணும். கிராப் நல்லா இருக்கு அந்த கிராப்.
Solidify!
ஆட மரத்து நடுவெல்லாம் போயிட்டு வருப்பேன்.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like? Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Kainari? Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
இல்லையா? இங்கே தானே வரப்பான். கோழி இருக்கா?
Oh, it's the traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Kale, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right?
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elizar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia forest a little while ago.
ஓ
He was headed to Party's DI.
பேட்டிஸ்டாய்
He left? What? Isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia forest? He even turned down the sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari
Stream
always
till Monday வா
prioritizes his work
என்ன
as
ப்ரோ
a
காமெடி
person
பண்ணிருக்கீங்க
unknown. I only found out that he left through a message he left
வாய்ப்பில்லை
behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry?
மண்டேனா எத்தனை நாள்ப்பா 24 ஹவர்ஸ் தாண்டி போதே நீங்க சொல்றது
Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis DI is something like the Amorta's research base.
20 hours 24 ஹவர்ஸ் தாண்டிலாம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டம் 1 hour தாண்டதே கஷ்டம்
Became a forest watcher. Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis DI.
A research base, huh?
சண்டே மார்னிங்கா
I wonder what kind of research Tainari just decided.
நான் ஆக்சுவலி இது ஈவினிங் ஆரம்பிச்சேன் நடுவில் வந்து ஒர்க் வந்து வச்சு விட்டு போயிட்டேன் பாதியிலேயே அதான் திருப்பி கன்டினியூ பண்ணுறேன் பாதியிலேருந்து
Don't worry, I'm fine.
இன்னும் நிறைய இருக்கு நான் இன்னும் சுமேரு எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரே பண்ணல அப்படியே தான் இருக்கு
If you run into
பத்தாவது
Master
புதுசாக வேறு
Tainari,
வந்திருக்கு
please
டெசர்ட்டு
send him my
ஸோ
regards.
கண்டென்ட் நிறைய இருக்கு பட்டு ஸ்ட்ரீமில் தான் டைம் இல்லை இன்னும் சுத்தமாக இருக்குது அப்படியே எக்ஸ்ப்ளோரே பண்ணாங்க இன்னும் ரெப்யூட்டேஷன் அன்லாக் பண்ணலான்னா பார்த்துங்க அவ்வளோ மட்டமாக வச்சுருக்கேன் அது ஃபஸ்ட்டே புக் பண்ணிடணும் நீங்கள் PS1க்குலாம் PS1 இந்த ஹாலிடேஸ் வந்திருக்குல்ல வீக்கெண்டு அதுவும் மண்டே டியூஸ்டே வேறு லீவு செம ஃபுல் எல்லாமே எல்லா தேட்டருமே ஃபுல்லு ஒரு நாள் இது நெக்ஸ்ட் வீக் தான் மேபி அதுவும் ஃபுல் ஆகிட்ருக்கும்
It's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. After all,
படம் நல்லா தான்
the
இருக்குது
doctor has
முடிஞ்ச
shown
அளவுக்கு அவன்
that
ஷார்ட் பண்ணி கரெக்டாக அந்த 2.5 hours எடுத்திருக்கான்
even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up.
அதுக்குள்ள
I was
ஹெச்டியா
facing the doctor by myself.
அதுக்குள்ள ஹெச்டியா
Even a pool of stagnant water after a
ப்ரோ
torrential
அதுக்குள்ள ஹெச்டியில்
storm
வந்திருக்காது
can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure.
Huh? But
அதுக்குள்ள எப்படி ஹெச்டி வரும்
when your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right?
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds.
கேம் ஹெச்டியா அப்போ சொல்லுங்க
Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That
ஆனால்
was
நடுவில்
not
சீன்ஸ்
what
கட்
they
ஆகிட்டு இருக்கும்
were
நடுவில்
able to fix.
ஆக்சுவலி 240 minutes என்னவோ நினைக்கிறேன்
Finished my restorations and mind jump away from him.
நான் தேட்டரில் பாருங்கள்
He was
ஒர்த்து
about to capture me.
நல்லா இருக்கு
What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but
ஃபுல் புக்கையும் அப்படி எடுக்கல அவன் முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு ஷார்ட் பண்ணி எடுத்திருக்கான்
I wouldn't be
கஷ்டம் அந்த ஃபுல் புக்கையும்
I
கொண்டு
gave
வர்றது
away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert at
கமெண்ட் ஓவரில் ஸ்ட்ரீம் லேப்ஸ்லேருந்து எடுத்தேன்
Maybe it's only a matter
Browser-ஆ
of time
போட்டு add
until it
பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
நானே ரொம்ப நேரம் தேடி தேடி கடைசியில் தான் ஒன்று தான் ஒர்க் ஆச்சு
no longer be able to jump between minds?
அதுவும் இன்னும் சரி பண்ணலாம் இந்த கொஞ்சம் ஷார்ட்டாக இருக்குது கொஞ்சம் லென்த் ஆக்கி மாற்றணும்
So, it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
அது ஏதோ சிஎஸ்எஸ் கோடிங்கில் நான் வந்து இது மாற்றி வச்சுட்டேன் அதெல்லாம் சின்னதாகிடுச்சு அதை பெருசு பண்ணணும்
He's toying with us. What a nasty
அந்த ஸ்கிரிப்டாக எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புரியல ஸோ தெரிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு ஏதோ போட்டு வச்சுருக்கேன்
doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 in the fraternity.
We shouldn't just yet.
நார்மலாக போட்டால் வெறும் பிளண்ட்டாக வரும் வேர்டிங்ஸு ஸோ அந்த பாக்ஸ்லாம் வரதுக்காக நான் சும்மா ஸ்கிரிப்ட் யூஸ் பண்ணி போட்டேன்
How did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been
எனக்கும் லேட்டன்சி இருக்கும் ஒரு
Yes, I
5 செகண்ட்ஸ்குள்ளே இருக்கும்னு
I
நினைக்கிறேன்
can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right?
இப்போ சைனோ வேறு பில் பண்ணணும் அவன் வேறு அடிக்கடி போயிட்டு நடுவில் போயிட்டு இருக்கேன்
a scholar we know? His name is Tainari, and the
கலெக்ட் பண்ணணும் அந்த இதை வேறு ஸ்கிராப்ஸ்
Why don't you come inside with
சரி இதுக்கு ஒரு quest ஒரு பார்ட்டை முடிச்சுட்டு போயிடலான்னு பார்த்தேன்.
Okay, let's
இதில்
just
4th பார்ட்டை முடிச்சா தான் அவனோட மெயின் ஸ்டோரி வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். சைனோட ஸ்டோரி வரும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இதில் 4th பார்ட்டை முடிச்சு தான் இப்போ 3rd பார்ட் தான் பண்ணிருக்கேன். 20 செகண்ட்னா இல்லை மேபி யூடியூப் ஸ்ட்ரீமிங்கில் வந்து ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும், அல்ட்ரா லேட்டன்சின்னு வச்சு. அதை நீங்கள் இது பண்ணுங்கள், அல்ட்ரா லேட்டன்சி வச்சு பாருங்கள், இதுதான் காட்டுது. நீங்கள் மேலேயா? ஐயர் 32 அல்ட்ரா லேட்டன்சி அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு மேபி ஓபிஎஸ் ஸ்ட்ரீமிங்கில் நீங்கள் ஏதாவது செட்டிங்ஸ் மாற்றி வச்சுருப்பீங்க. ஓபிஎஸ் ஸ்ட்ரீமிங்கில் வந்து பிட் ரேட்ஸ் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அது வந்து நீங்கள் கரெக்டான பிட் ரேட்டில் கரெக்டாக மேட்சிங்கில் வைக்கணும். அது ஸ்லோவாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா உங்களுக்கு ஓபிஎஸ் இருந்தானே யூடியூபுக்கே வரும், ஸோ அது லேட் ஆகும்.
It is you. The voice. It's Hypatia.
அப்பேஷியாவா?
What a pleasant surprise.
எங்கே பார்த்த மாதிரி ஞாபகம் இல்லையே.
Two of you again.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the
ஓ ஃபிடியா ஃபாரஸ்ட் அங்கே பார்த்தோம்.
She was still training in the
சத்யவத லைஃப்.
what's it called? Satyavada.
அண்ட் 20 செகண்ட்ஸ் ரொம்ப அதிகம் ப்ரோ. உங்களுக்கு மினிமம் ஒரு மேக்ஸிமம் 5 தான் இருக்கும் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு. எனக்கும் 5 இந்த ரேஞ்சில் தான் இருக்கும், அது தாண்டி போகாது. நீங்கள் வேணால் அந்த பிட் ரேட் வேணால் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணி பாருங்கள், ஓபிஎஸ்ல இருக்கும். அதனால் உங்கள் பேண்ட்வித்துக்கு ஏற்றபடி தான் பிட் ரேட் நீங்கள் வைக்கணும். ரொம்ப அதிகமாச்சாலும் ஓபிஎஸ் தான் வரும்.
Video forest means you're not in training anymore?
அதான் ஸ்டார்டிங் ஒருத்தர் ஃபாலோ பண்ணி போவாங்க, அது அப்படிலாம் அது
Your training and reach Paripurna life?
நான் நினைக்கிறேன், ஞாபகம் இல்லை.
What do you think? My consciousness has
Already managed to make the contact with divine. ம்
You did it! Congratulations! It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods.
ஆனால் ஒரு சில நேரத்தில் ஸ்டோரி நல்லா கொடுக்குறான், ஒரு சில நேரத்தில் ஸ்டோரி ரொம்ப இழுத்துறான் ஜவ்வு மாதிரி.
That sounds incredible. Oh.
இல்லாட்டி நல்லா இருக்குன்னாங்க 2 பார்ட்டுமே. அதுவும் ஷார்ட்டாக கரெக்டாக இருக்குண்ணா. போனட்டில் ரொம்ப லென்த்து.
I've forgotten my promise to you. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained.
ஓகே ப்ரோ, பாபாய். கிளம்புறீங்க போல, பாபாய்.
My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine. You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit born in.
ஸ்பிரிட் born.
This is still a crucial part of the ceremony. We're using that incense again?
ஆமாம், இவ தான் அது கரெக்ட்.
Right now.
மயக்க போட்டு வந்துருவா.
My hand. I'll help
Yes,
you
yes, ஞாபகம்
establish a
இருக்கு.
pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay,
Ready?
என்ன போகுது இந்த வாட்டி? மறுபடியும் இங்கே போகிறான்.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god, my creator, my mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human, my family, my friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me, a hope for the future, a fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, He broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure
Supreme Gnosis.
divinity.
என்ன Supreme Gnosis?
There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? Everything
Balladeers.
we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic
Cicada.
god. Such a noble will. Such sublime emotion. Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no
Paripurna
life,
life.
brother.
Wake up.
You, why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me?
Hiding, huh?
I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
Mm-mm.
Wait, something isn't right.
என்னாச்சு? ஓ, ஷோ. ஓ, என்னாச்சு? ஆ, ஓடு. வேற எதிர்பார்க்கல.
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida?
ம்.
No, something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while.
ஓ,
It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the cavern puppet was destroyed. After After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness?
அதானே
Where is she now?
நெக்ஸ்ட் அவளை போய்
I
காப்பாற்றணுமா?
never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She
ஓ
said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness,
ஓ
so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time.
ம்
Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her,
ஆமாம்
she
she won't be able to
say
ஆமாம்
anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night,
a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival.
ம்
Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
the moon refers to Nadia. ஆமாம் நாடி ஆக்சுவலி அவளுக்கு தானே போகும்.
That makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said
Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the
ரொம்ப
Dendro?
லேட்ரா நீ.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secret
இவன்
about
தான்
its
போலியே.
scope and goals, so I eventually declined.
ம்
All
ஆமாம்
I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
இதுதான் நான் போனதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டுருக்கான். ரெசரேஷன்
Did
ரெசரேஷன்
you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
இல்லையே.
What?
Do you have any evidence?
Nascent cord under construction. Describe what you saw when you exchanged consciousness with Nahida. Okay.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather
அவன் நிறைய பேர் கொண்டு போய்
I
வச்சிருந்தான்
secretly took her
டாக்டர்.
to Pardes Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but
ஆமாம்
I
அவன்
still
மதிக்கவே
didn't
இல்லையே
expect
குசனாலியை.
them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. The Doctor and the
Balji.
Balladeer.
ஆமாம்
We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project.
ஓ
There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god
யார் நியூ கான்னு
and
சொல்கிறாங்க?
restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat.
சரி,
That'll be your
fastest
fastest
route. நான் தான்
Come
teleport
find me
பண்றவனே.
here if there's anything else I can do to help.
May the spirit
May
of
the
wisdom
spirit
be
of
with you.
wisdom go with you.
Oh, go with you.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
Four at the loggates go to Caravan Rabat. இங்கே தோன்றுகிறத முடிச்சுட்டு போயிடும். முதல்ல இவங்களை போட்டு தள்ளுவோம்.
Rest and rebuild.
Nowhere to run. This is order.
இறந்து விட்டார்களா? இறந்து விட்டார்கள். இதுக்கு நெருப்பு தேவை.
You want me on your team?
ஓ, அடுத்து இங்க இருக்கு.
Let's light it up.
ஓ, தேவை இருக்காது.
Adventure time. Off we go.
ரிலீஸ் ஆயிடுவான் பையன்.
Stabilize. Futile.
Everybody stand back.
I will have order. Surrender. Through me, justice is served. Their penance is due.
கதா. ஓ ஷிட், வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். பரவாயில்லை. அடுத்து செல்ல வேண்டிய இடம் கேரவன் டோர்க்.
We finally made it to Caravan Rebat. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to
Oh.
block sandstorms from the outside.
Wall of Samuel.
Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
மேபி இருக்கலாம்.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
இவன் யாரு? இப்போ திடீர்னு வந்தான். அடப்பாவி.
Over here.
Oh, hey, they went that way. Let's
Hi.
hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
What the? Where did he go?
ஆமா எங்க காணோம்?
How did we lose him?
ஓ இவனுங்க அவனை துரத்தி வந்தானுங்களா? ரைட்டு.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless.
ஓ நம்மள ஃபாலோ பண்ண விட்டாங்களா? ரைட்டு.
Trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al-Haytham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders.
The voice.
So you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy.
Oh.
And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the divine knowledge capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties.
Difficulties are?
It says the capsule originated in the desert
Oh.
and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you and why you're so interesting.
எங்க போனா இதே கேட்டா பாவம் என்ன பண்ணுவான்?
Knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Al-Haytham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the divine
knowledge capsule.
Am I right? No matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete goals at the moment.
I'd starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so we'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
போலாமே.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go.
Go to Aru village. எங்க இருக்குது? இந்த பக்கமா? ஓ வரும்போதே நினைச்சேன் என்னடா இன்னும் ஒன்றுத்தையும் காணுமே. எங்க வளைஞ்சு வளைஞ்சு கூட போகுதோ. நேரா போ. திடீர்னு வருதுங்கிறதுங்க. மங்கள் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் இது யாருக்கும் தேவைப்படுமே. நான் அந்தாவும் போச்சு இல்லையா? இந்த பக்கம்
unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
செஸ்ட் இருக்காங்க இல்ல டேல்
Propagate! Nowhere to run!
ஓ இங்கதானா பறந்துருச்சு மேல ஓகே வந்தாச்சு
Before us lies Aru Village, the
சரி
safe haven of the desert folk.
ஓ
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
போடு நல்லா பண்ணியிருக்கான் ஓ
Cyno. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Hatham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me.
Oh.
Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al-Haytham?
General Mahamatra.
Yes. General Mahamatra Cyno, head of all the Matra at the Academia.
Oh.
He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out.
Divine knowledge capsule.
Capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Cyno. But I must admit,
I'm
very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say,
morally dubious?
If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
என்ன சொல்ல மாட்டான்
You'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What do you do, traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust
Well, look at you two.
Oh,
acting
one
all
ta.
tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia? Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Mm-mm.
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure.
இது வந்து வேடிக்கை பார்க்க போலியே விட்டா.
I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village?
Oh.
It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect
Please.
the grounds. Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Sandstorm.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently? Hey! All of you, over here
Ivala.
quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
That sounded like Candace.
Candace.
Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work? Move it!
Mm-mm.
All right, stop yelling.
விட்டா அவன் நீங்க அச்சு பண்ண போலையே.
Well,
ஆளாளுக்கு ஒரு
this is
மாதிரி.
pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not?
Tear limb for limb.
The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace.
Candace, protector of our village.
Our savior has come at last. Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Mm-mm.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over
போட
there.
கூடயே போயிட அப்படியே.
All right. Now that
சாப்பாடு
we're
செலவாத
all
மிச்சமோ.
acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Creatures sandstorm.
On second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While all Hatham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Exile myself.
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little
Happy.
while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files.
Oh.
What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge.
Oh, அவனுக்கு ரொம்ப பிளான் பண்ணிருக்கானுங்க போலயே. The sages.
We strive to uphold. They are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Cyno seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary. Well, Cyno, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler.
Blonde-haired, even that.
This Al-Haytham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the divine knowledge capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the traveler. After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information.
Divine knowledge.
Divine knowledge indeed exists.
Oh, okay,
all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that
I'd
already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. Also,
இவனுக்கு தேவை divine knowledge. இவன் அதான் தேடிருக்கான் போல.
Decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize if that's worth anything to you. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did Sage share any information about their project with you?
அந்த ப்ராஜெக்ட் பத்தி யாருக்கும் தெரியல அப்போ.
You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to our village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures?
In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for
Hi bro.
Anyone without
Welcome. இது நம்ம ஸ்டைல் வாங்க வாங்க.
You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried.
ஆமா.
All right, let's go.
போலாம் வணக்கம்.
We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
இங்க புக் வச்சிருக்கீங்களா? எதுவும் இல்லை. இதோ அது இல்லையா? இல்லை சிட்டா அது ரைட். சரி டோரிங்க. போகிற வழியில் ஸ்கிராப்ஸ் இருந்தால் பார்த்துக்கிட்டே போகணும். பெஸ்ட் வச்சிருக்கோம் போல. She sang. Local singer folk song called Singing Rose. Such a cute song. Oh, full part கேட்கணுமா பையமான? Okay. They are quite like them ourselves, okay? We are adventurous, a glorious world throttling duo. World throttling, வெட்டி வந்தா சபா. Sure sing for us. I'm not good at singing, okay? இது ரொம்ப நேரம் பேசும் போலையே, பாட்டு பற்றி எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண போகுது. Wish granting flower in the song represents a collective imagination of our ancestors. In harsh environment like desert, water is extremely vital resource, so they prized water. Okay, so the adverse terrain, most stories are about the plants' reflection of ancestors. At the same time, plants are also a part of symbolic representation. ஏய் இது ரொம்ப காசு சொல்லுதே. அவ்வளோதான் பாரு 5 மணிக்கே போயிடுச்சு. ஏதோ சைடு குவெஸ்ட் கொடுக்கும்னு பார்த்தா அதை ரொம்ப நேரம் பேசிட்டு இருக்கு இந்த சபா. Dendro promotes plant growth and works especially well on poor crops, but I'm not a normal person about dendro vision. I lack resources. Okay. போய் ஃபுல்லாக டென்ட்ரோ அப்ளை பண்ணுவாங்க. யூஸ் த பவர் ஆஃப் டென்ட்ரோ டு ஃபெர்டிலைஸ் சீட்ஸ். இப்போ நான் தானே பண்ணேன். ஓ nostalgic fielding. Okay. அவ்வளோ சரியாயிடுச்சு அவங்களுக்கு. Gradually sprouts began peeking out of the soil. They stopped growing after sprouting a few leaves. நின்றுடுச்சு. Results were immediate as I thought. Thank you. அவ்வளோதானா? குட்டி பெஸ்ட்டு போல. பரவாயில்ல. ரிமோஸ் கிடச்சிது. நாடியாக்கு யூஸ் ஆகும்.
Yes. They just keep coming in waves.
I
lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even
Here comes another wave.
Leave this.
இப்பதான் நம்ம கொடுக்க போறது கடைசியாவா தான் இருக்கும்.
interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger
இவ
out.
பைரோஷன்ல இவ.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the flame main in action.
Flame main.
I'll leave these to you then. I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go.
தானே பார்த்தேன் நான் யூஸ் பண்ண விட்டா நினைச்சேன்.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. Let's light it up. Propagate. Germinate. Futile.
Here comes another wave.
Another wave.
When are they ever gonna let up?
Scatter. I will have order. Let's light it up. I'm going in.
செத்துட்டீங்களா? சாவலியா நீ?
Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned.
ஒரு நினைச்சேன் வரல.
Creatures stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the
Aftermath of sandstorm.
So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
இவன் யாரு?
Huh? Who are you?
Good question.
My apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of our...
Chief, okay.
Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
அன்பு தான் அன்புன்றாங்களா?
I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering.
ஆனா இந்த withering black and white இருந்துச்சு நினைக்கிறேன்.
Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These
Regional
quirks
symptoms.
can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
ஆமா யாருமே இல்ல ஒரு எல்பிசி கூட இல்ல.
Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace.
அதான் ஒருத்தனே காணோம்.
But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days,
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former
General Mahamatra.
You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
இவனுங்களா முடிவு பண்ணிக்கிறானுங்க.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Cyno? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Okay. Genocide quest. அப்புறம் பார்த்துப்போம். ஆனால் இது நிறைய கட்சின்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்கான். சின்ன சின்னதெல்லாம் கட்சின்ஸ் வரும். அதே மெம்பர் இன்க்ரீஸ் பண்ணி விட்டோம் சைஸை.
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
The soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Cyno, Do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory,
Terminal.
they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
ஆமா.
What? You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you.
இல்லையா?
I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise, even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth!
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
அதானே ஒவ்வொரு டோரா போய் தட்டுங்க.
Excuse me, are you here
யாரு?
to help me find my grandpa?
கிராண்ட்பாவா? ஓ, காணாம போன ஒருத்தர்.
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak.
Isak.
You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local. Yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family.
Oh.
I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Ethan wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Cyno, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry, I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went.
Ooh.
Honest, if you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
Oh, Candace.
But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
மேலையா? இதுதானே இங்கே ஒரு பின்னாடி ஐயரா? மேலே இங்கே கூரை மேலே உட்காந்துருந்தது. இப்போ ஓகே வேற எங்கேயும் இருக்கு. வீட்டுக்குள்ளயா? ஷி as approach village chief.
Cyno is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
வெயிட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க போலயே.
You're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
Isak.
I had a
Isak.
feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Eremite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech.
The scholar again
Referred to the man as his grandpa. He was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy,
but appeared to be living in his own world. Oh.
Almost as if he were sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking.
Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret.
Kandipa.
But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Lucid. Grandpa was probably Nahida. Maybe live. Connect to the dots as well.
People have always had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Cyno?
No, nothing. As long as Isak keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Cyno.
அவ்வளவுதானா? மறுபடியும் ஒரு சீனா?
Hey, Isak. Oh, it's you guys. We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa. Really? Wow. Thank you so much.
இதெல்லாம் அவன ஆர்கான் குவெஸ்ட்ல வருது. கிராண்ட்பா கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதெல்லாம்.
All right. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
வீடாவை தர விடுவாங்க. ஓகே, ஒரு இது முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. ஓகே, கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ணிட்டு இவங்க அப்டேட் பண்ணுவோம். இப்போ என்ன தேவை? இன்னும் 18 தேவை. ஃபஸ்ட்டு இது பாஸ் மெட்டல் பற்றி எவ்வளோ இருக்குது? 7 இருக்குது. கொஞ்சம் இன்னொரு வாட்டி படிப்போம்.
A familiar sight.
இட்டையும் கொஞ்சம் மாற்றிப்போம்.
It's time to pull the trigger.
Gather!
Let's light it up!
Nowhere to run!
Huh? Adventure time! Teamwork is dream.
Order guide you.
Here comes the catch.
Futile. Surrender.
அவன்
I'm going in.
This is order.
Busted.
Nowhere to run. Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due.
ஓ டைமிங் மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
Guilty.
Gotcha. Let's light it up.
Surrender.
இந்த அடி போல போனாட்டி சக்குன்னு போயிடுச்சு ஒரே இடத்துல.
Solidify. Nowhere to run.
Let's light it up.
எது
Surrender.
கரெக்டான ஒன்று தனியாக இருக்கோ?
Everybody stand back.
Things are about to get dicey.
Nowhere to run. Surrender.
ஒரு சைடு குவெஸ்ட் ஒன்று இருந்துச்சு. இதானே பார்த்தோம்? இல்லை இங்கே. ஓகே அங்கே தான் இருக்குமா?
Nowhere to run. I will have order.
இவ்வளோ போட்டால் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணுமையால ஹை.
Busted. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Guilty.
இருக்கா? ஓகே. ஏடா எங்க நின்றுருக்கீங்க?
Quietly now.
Order guide you. Quake.
Busted.
Futile.
ஓகே. ஜியா வச்சுப்போம்.
Evil shall be dispersed.
The threads of your fate lie in my...
Why would anyone want?
ஓ லீவிங்களா? ஷிட்.
It's not my concern.
ஓ இப்போ அந்த பக்கம் போகணுமே. வழி இருக்கோ? ஆ இந்த பக்கம் தானே ஏறினான். அது ஸ்டாமினா பத்தலையே. ஓ அது ஆக்சுவலி நான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணது மூடிடுச்சு போல. இந்த போகிறத கொஞ்சம் வழி இருக்கு. இனி உள்ள இவ்வளோதானா? எந்த பக்கம்? ஆக்சுவலி அந்த பக்கம் தான் வந்தேன். சரி இது பார்ப்போம்.
No rest for the wicked.
Boring. Useless. Everybody stand back. Wings of darkness. Come, sever...
Lament. Worthless.
ஆடா போங்கடா வேஸ்ட். ஒரு அனிமை கூட வச்சுக்கணும் போலயே. எஸ் அந்த பக்கம் வரணும் கரெக்டாக. அப்படி வந்தால் தான் மேபி இப்போ எங்கேயாவது ஸ்விட்ச் இருக்கணுமே. இருக்கு ஸ்விட்ச். இந்த பக்கம் வழியே இருக்கா? ஷி ஏய் ஓ ஒன்று தான் வழி இருக்கு. கண்டிப்பாக விடாது உள்ள. ஓ மியூசி ஃபர்ஸ்ட்லேருந்து போனோம் போல். ஓகே இது போய் அது இருக்கா எடுக்கிறதுக்கு? இல்லை நினைக்கிறேனே. எடுத்துட்டேன் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு. எஸ் மிஸ் பண்ணலை. பட் இது ஒன்று கூடியே இருக்கு. எங்கே போடுறது? இல்லை வாங்க கீழே வாங்க கீழே வாங்க.
Animal test 6308. Stand clear. Animal test 63...
என்ன மேலே இருக்கீங்க?
This is order.
ஏங்க அந்த டென்ட்ரோ எவ்வளோ இருக்கு? 80 172 ஓகே தான். இங்கேயும் டென்ட்ரோ. ஓ அவங்களுக்கு டான்ஸ் கிடக்கு. சரி அப்போ ஸ்டோரி குறைஞ்சிருவியும் ஒரு இங்கே நேவிகேட்.
I will do as you command.
Just what will we come?
மேலே இருக்கானா அவன்? போய் இப்படி அது மேலே ஏறது. ஓ அந்த பக்கம்ல இது ஒன்று அதை பிடிக்க முடியாது போலயே.
Quake!
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house.
Oh.
I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others.
I'm pretty sure that if I ever went mad, I wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Hey, ஓவரா?
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora. That might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've known you since you were very young, so as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy!
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Isak, stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
One day.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Oh.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King.
Oh.
Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Sharkan.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.